Utilities Inc. of Central Nevada has been absolved of any responsibility of the odor problems at sewer plant number 3, which is located at the Willow Creek Golf Course, by the Public Utilities Commission. They also found that they adequately provided alternatives to payments in person and had reasonable connection fees. We spoke to Wendy Barnett from Utilities Inc. about the recent arrest of Jim Scott from Ashland Corporation, who the court found responsible for the problems at Willow Creek and has been arrested for noncompliance to remediate the ponds.
My understanding is he did have a contract to remediate not only the pond, but actually to try to bring this back to be a golf course. However, he never paid his contractors. And so, again, the judge found that he'd really not made a substantial effort, that he came out and tore down some trees, he dug some holes and left safety dangers, and that he really did not put forth the effort necessary to remediate the ponds. Judge Rose actually called his use of his companies a shell game. Jim Scott is also the developer of a Shawnee Ridge. That entity was known as Perump 88. It too has filed bankruptcy and not fulfilled the obligations under their contract. He left UICN no legal way to provide service to the homes that he built and sold to people without having service to their house. And the Public Utilities Commission and UICN worked very hard. James Riggs worked very hard to get service to his house. And Jim Scott did not even comply with the order from the Public Utilities Commission about how to get service to those 10 homes, including the James and Toby Riggs.
And James Riggs is the one that unfortunately took his own life after his wife passed on. And his family is saying a lot of the reason is because of what happened there with him not being able to get water. He's put so much money into that home. His wife passed away. He wasn't able to care for her in the way that he would have liked to.
I don't know what to say to the family. I have been in James and Toby Riggs' house. We're fellow Kansans. We worked very hard together to get service to that house, and I am sorry for what happened to them, but I can assure you I work side by side with Mr. Riggs to get him service.
We're looking at people walking their dogs, a person over here in a wheelchair walking around this area right now with holes, with some of the debris that's left here.
I think there's a concern. I think that's up to the community to say, is there concern to have open holes that people can fall in? The high school's across the road. The kids come over here on their breaks. And so I personally am concerned, yes.
Is there another court date coming up soon?
Yes, there is another court date. If it is in Reno, it is on December 20th. If it is in Pahrump, then it is on December 27th. The judge has been very gracious and granted us very quick, almost monthly court sessions. And the reasons that he sets one in Reno and one in Pahrump is that it's easier for most of the parties to go to Reno. However, if he's going to jail Mr. Scott again, he wants to have it in Pahrump for transportation reasons.
And Hostess Brands, Inc. filed a motion in federal bankruptcy court early Friday seeking permission to shutter operations and end production of their snack cakes and breads known to generations of Americans. The Texas-based company said in a statement on its website that it will try to sell its assets, including the iconic Twinkie, Ding Dong, and Wonder Bread brands. Bakery operations have been suspended at all 36 plants, including one in Rocky Mount, following a week-long strike by thousands of workers protesting 8% wage cuts and benefit concessions.
And an open house was held at Pahrump Valley High School last week, complete with tours of the new facility and a barbecue for all to enjoy.
Grand opening, reopening. Grand opening for the new building, which is the two-story building on the backside, south side of the campus that the students were in. Moved into in January of last year, second semester, and we vacated this building, the Zero building, the old structure that was the original, and we just got occupancy back in probably September to come in here. So we moved over Columbus Day weekend, and we're about 90%, or the staff is about 90% moved into this facility. It's parent-teacher conferences, so we combined with the high school and the district to have a grand event for the community, grand opening, reopening, to invite people in. We have some sponsors, so we're cooking hamburgers and hot dogs. Desert View Hospital, Valley Electric, Utilities Inc., and Pahrump Valley Disposal all donated so that we could feed the people that came in, and it's been a nice flow of people all day long, starting at 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock tonight. So
you guys
have guided tours.
We do have, and you know what? The students are doing it from the high school. They're doing a great job. There was a couple gals, community ladies, that were coming out as I was coming in, or vice versa, and they took a tour with the students. And I caught them when I came back in, and they were going out, departing, and they said the students did a great job. They 12-year residents of the community and hadn't been to the high school, and what a great time for them to come in and see the new high school.
I am the junior class treasurer. And
Sophomore class representative.
You guys volunteering to take people on tours tonight?
yes, this is part of our community service hours as part of student council.
So you've been taking people on tours every 15 minutes of the school, and how has the comments been throughout the evening, all afternoon?
Well, not only have parents come, but just like people from the community have came and they want to see how the school looks, and a lot of people like it. This new building, the building that they have seen, and then plus the new building that a lot of people haven't seen yet. So everyone thinks it looks nice, and they like the additions.
How do you guys like it?
Oh, it's great. It's a lot better than the old building. Having a 2-story building is pretty cool.
So what was it like for you to move from this building to that building back to this building? Were you excited to get into the whole facility?
Yeah, it's exciting, and then like this newer building is mainly for freshman classes. So me as an upperclassman, I'm not in this building a lot, but I still like it, and it's like the hallways are less crowded during passing periods.
Exactly, it is all open. Got a few things that we're working on with the career technical classroom with some fire code issues and that, not with the equipment. We're about 90% moved back into the Zero building. The rest of the facility is all being used and opened up. And the students were great. It was easier to move back in than it was to move out, because now they can spread out. We're good for a long time for student population at this high school.
Two vehicles collided on Highway 160 in Dandelion. Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Pat Walker spoke to News 46.
We have a two-vehicle traffic accident, 160 in the North Dandelion Loop. Basically, I've interviewed the driver of the blue Dodge, which is at fault. He just stated that he just didn't see the other vehicle. We've got a case of failure to yield from a stop sign to the through traffic. The driver of the silver pickup was transported with claimed injuries. They're going to check him out, the usual back neck. I'm going to be going down to the hospital here in a little bit. Basically, the silver truck was in the left, or the number 1 travel lane, and with the other vehicle pulling right up front, it looks like he tried to avoid and went to the left, but unfortunately the momentum from the blue truck went right in its path, and they had a T-bone accident. There probably will be a citation issued.
So this was just a little bit of negligence, nothing more than that?
Yeah, it was a mistake, but unfortunately we'll have to issue a cite for it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I don't expect the injuries to be bad at all.
And a ribbon cutting was held last week at Country Kitchen, located in Hoos Dunes on Highway 372.
All right, I want to thank everyone for coming out here today. I'm here at Country Kitchen next to the Hoos Dunes on Highway 373 and 372. Thank you. You can tell I was born and raised in Amargosa Valley. Wonderful food. One of our newest chamber members. I'm here with William Yergan. He is the cook as well as owner here, and I have breakfast here quite a bit. And I'll tell you, the chicken fried steak is amazing. Right. So, at this time, we just want to welcome you as a new member, and you can cut the ribbon.
All right, here we go. Well, we actually opened last March, a little over 8 months ago, and decided to join up with the chamber. There's a lot of benefits there, and decided to call this our grand opening today, basically. So,
What do you guys specialize in?
good home cooking, just everything, biscuits and gravy.
A family restaurant? Do you
family
dine in, take out, delivery?
Dine in, take out. You can call and phone in an order. No delivery. Sorry.
So you can come and pick up an order here. And do you do catering too as well?
No catering.
What's the hours of operation here at Country Kitchen?
7 a.m. till 8 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday, and 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. on Monday.
And give us an idea of some of the menu items and prices.
Okay, I don't like to mention prices, but country fried steak. We have corned beef hash and eggs for breakfast, biscuits and gravy, your ham and eggs, sausage and eggs. Lunch, we have a half-pound Angus beef hamburger, fish and chips, barbecue beef, you name it. Philly cheesesteak, hand cut, French fries. Everything's fresh.
Great for business lunches too as well.
Oh yeah, yep.
And so we are here on the corner of Highway 372 and Linda, right inside of Who's Doings right here. Do you need to make a reservation? Should you make a reservation?
Well, if you have a large group, it's nice to let us know that you're coming so we can be ready for you. We can, have the tables all set up and need be. And we'll, if you do have a large group, like the Chamber, we're fixing to do a luncheon for them on the 19th. Just a specialized menu for them on that day. So if they let us know, we can do that for you.
What's the phone number to call?
It's 775-751-0101.
That hostess story was a big story for a lot of people because not only are they saying goodbye to their favorite snack treats, but to 18,000 workers, and they say that the plant in Henderson is, of course, going to be shut down too, and that it might affect the local economy there. And but they also are saying that it might be good for them to restructure. I know that they've sold the company three times, and that they've given significant raises to the administration there, but they're saying that it might be good for them that somebody else is buying it.
Well, hopefully that'll put a lot of those workers back to work. 'Cause,
Hopefully.
Yeah. But one good piece of news is that maybe in 50 or 100 years, if you find a Twinkie, at least it'll still be good to eat.
We'll be right back with News 46's Week in Review.